I was 9 when they left me at the train station. My father's voice still lingers, sharp with amusement. Let's see how she finds her way home. My mother laughed, clutching her purse like it was some grand performance. The whistle screamed, the doors closed, and just like that, they were gone. I stood there with a paper bag of snacks, clutching a bottle of water too heavy for my hands, staring at the tracks until the silence felt louder than the train. I never went back. The first night, I slept on a bench, the second in the corner of a waiting room. By the third, I learned to steal sandwiches when no one was looking. People assume children cry, run to the police, beg for help. Not me. I learned something that day. You can disappear without dying. And sometimes it's the only way to live. I grew, invisible but watching. I listened more than I spoke. I remembered faces. I remembered laughter, especially theirs. This morning, I woke to 29 missed calls. Unknown number. Same prefix as theirs. I didn't answer. But I listened to the voicemails. My mother's voice, older, thinner, cracked around the edges. Please, call us back. We found you. We need to talk. I laughed, not out loud, not the way they once laughed at me. Mine was quiet, buried, dangerous. They hadn't found me. I let them. Over the years, I traced them the way a hunter tracks prey. I watched their business crumble. My father's ventures were built on arrogance and credit. My mother's charity luncheons, plastic smiles and brittle pearls, collapsed with scandal when donations vanished. They were never parents, just performers with an audience too small for their ego. I built my life out of what they abandoned. Not with wealth, with knowledge, with patience. By 20, I had documents. By 25, I had names, people they owed, people they'd ruined. By 28, I had leverage. And this year, I set the stage. Their house, foreclosed. Their accounts, bled dry. They thought it was bad luck. They didn't see the hand behind it. My hand. Every loan denied because the banker was my silent ally. Every investor pulled because I whispered the right numbers into the right ears. Every fake charity exposed because I left a trail just visible enough for the auditors. It wasn't rage, it was arithmetic. Step by step, debt by debt, until the only thing left for them to cling to was each other. The "call, please," my father's voice begged in the final voicemail. A man once thunderous, now reduced to gravel. We're sorry. We were stupid. Just give us a chance. A chance. I remembered standing on that platform, 9 years old, watching the trains swallow them. I remembered the way the crowd bustled around me like I was nothing, like I was nobody's child. They didn't want forgiveness. They wanted rescue. Last week, I sent them a letter. No signature, just an address and a time. An abandoned train station. The same one. I wanted symmetry. I wanted them to feel the silence I carried for 2 decades. They came dressed in desperation. My father, stooped, clutching a coat too thin for winter. My mother, makeup caked into the creases she tried to hide. Their eyes darted like guilty children, searching for someone to punish, someone to beg. When I stepped from the shadows, my mother gasped. My father froze. "You look different," he said, as if that mattered. I let them speak first. Pleas, excuses, half-formed apologies that felt more like confessions of inconvenience. Finally, I raised my hand. Silence. "You left me here," I said, my voice calm, too calm, as a joke. They flinched, not at the words, but at the way I didn't tremble saying them. I was 9. You never came back. My mother sobbed. My father tried to reach for me. I stepped back. "You don't get to touch me," I whispered. They thought I brought them here for reconciliation. They thought suffering had softened me. Instead, I gave them an envelope, thick with papers, Legal documents, signed, sealed, proof of debts, warrants, fraud. I made sure every wrong you ever did is tied to your name, I said. No more hiding behind companies or friends or fake charities. Every stone you stepped on to climb higher is now the weight dragging you under. My father's face drained of color. My mother's sobs turned sharp, panicked. I could have disappeared forever, I continued, but I wanted you to see who I became without you. Stronger, smarter, untouchable. The train thundered past the platform, shaking the ground. My voice cut through the noise. You left me once. Now I leave you. I walked away. Their cries followed, thin and breaking, swallowed by steel and smoke. This morning, the call stopped. Their world was already collapsing, but now it's public. Their names in headlines, their faces in courtrooms, their voices begging strangers for the mercy they never gave a child. I feel nothing. Not sorrow, not regret. Just silence. The same silence that raised me, taught me, sharpened me.